Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down all the brand new GOAT, Braun, and Regal cards coming out today in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, I'm going to talk about the Father's Day event and Josh Smith and the mode reward and all that type of stuff, the Evo cards, all the stuff that is coming this weekend that is extra in a separate video. But we're going to focus in this video on the cards that you can get basically from packs, the gambling cards, and the cards that are available in the player market from this Regal drop as well, which there are some good ones. So I am going to talk about these cards in this video, and then we'll have another video coming in just a little bit talking about the rest of the cards and everything else coming today. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, we've got a pretty good day of content here. Free LeBron to start with. My main question is, how does this card compare to his other free Galaxy Opal that they gave us earlier this year? That's what I want to know. The answer is, it is the exact same card. All right. Well, there you go. We wanted to know, and we got an answer, and they are the exact same card. This LeBron has 2 more gold badges, which happen to be Agent 3 on gold instead of bronze, and Dream Shake on gold instead of bronze. Exact same stats. These cards will play the exact same. Animation-wise, does that mean his release? Oh, his release is now on Very Quick, at least. That's one change, and Kobe Dribble Style. So, because his release is on Very Quick and he's got Kobe Dribble Style, he is a better version of the other free LeBron that came out. But that card is still not game-breaking by any means. Although, I will say, if you want to use LeBron, and you don't want to gamble, you don't want to spend your money on packs, which you shouldn't, and you don't have the MT to spend on packs, I don't see any reason why this LeBron isn't a viable option. He's got enough as a card to be solid enough if you want to use LeBron. He's not going to be unbelievably insane, but he will not be horribly awful either. Duncan Robinson is the first of the buyable Galaxy Opals this week, 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan. I know his release is awesome. Hotspots from literally everywhere, 27 Hoffs include a decent amount of defense. It would be nice to probably see a couple more Hoff defensive badges, but I'm not totally shocked. Elite shooter, of course, decent playmaker. What are his SIGs? That's the question, because I know his jumper's good. Kemba escape, hardened drag back. Does he have Jamal Murray behind the back? I don't think so, because he already had pro behind the back, so that means it's probably not Jamal Murray. Whatever behind the back he has, unless that's Jamal Murray, he's not unbelievably great, but if he has Jamal, he's a dog. I will say either way, this card looks good. He's going to move pretty well. He's going to be an exceptional shooter. He's going to be a capable defender. This card's going to be another one of the good viable shooting guards. Now, there's a lot of good viable shooting guards, but I think Duncan Robinson will be another good one. Is he the best? I doubt he's better than that Mo Pete that came out last week, so probably not. Also, Cam Reddish. We'll get to him in a second. He could be insane. Anyways, Darius Miles. He's going to be good as well. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. Elite slasher, does have Hoff limitless and catch and shoot, which is nice. Elite defender, which is not a surprise. And then Hoff blow by hyperdrive speed booster. I mean, card looks good. I'm not going to lie. He does. 89 3 ball means it's a 97 with a coach and a shoe. Jared Allen's base is weird. I'll be honest, it is. But I can live with that. Boucher upper, I'm sure that's not very good. But like as a whole, I can definitely live with this jump shot because Jared Allen base, while a little bit strange, is also pretty smooth and pretty quick, and he's got Kemba escape. This is a good small forward, a very good viable small forward. Now there are already a couple of good viable small forwards. Keegan Murray came out last week, Dorian Finney-Smith the week before, but this Darius Miles is another very good viable small forward. He's one who provides a little more size at 6'9" as well, with a ton of athletic ability. So if you're looking for somebody at small forward, Darius Miles might be a great option as well. Couple of good viable cards so far. The other viable opal is Cam Reddish, who I'm certain is great. 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan. Posterizer precision dunker. Honestly, I'm kind of glad he only has 2 finishing Hoffs because that means the Hoffs can be better distributed in other areas, which is fire. Yes, he's got the elite shooting badges, Agent 3 catch, corner, deadeye, limitless. Only gold blinders. I'll live with it. Defensive badges are absolutely exceptional, which is not a surprise. Cam Reddish is an elite level lock. That's his best attribute. And then he's athletic. He's a great shooter. He's a great, he's got good speed, all that type of stuff. And an elite defensive wing. This is... Mo Pete was really good. He was, but this might be the new best. I don't know. It depends what the SIGs are looking like, honestly. We'll have to see what behind the back he's got. He's changed that, and okay, never mind. He might have Jamal Murray behind the back. If he's got Jamal Murray behind the back, he's that man. I'm not going to lie. He really is, because MJ Dribble Style is fine. Steph Escape, while not the best, is good. This card defensively is elite, though, and I think his defense, athleticism, player build, all that type of stuff are really good, and so you're probably looking at your new best viable shooting guard right here with Cam Reddish. He's going to be a stud. LeBron, this is the pullable Opal LeBron. He will be a better version of the Opal LeBron that we already saw. He's got more defensive badges for sure, more complete Hoffs, but pretty much the same animations. Still all LeBron's animations, Kobe Dribble Style, release on very quick, Pro 2 fade, the exact same animations as the other Bron had. This is a better version of the free Bron. That's what it is. It's not an unbelievably elite card, but this is the better version of what free LeBron would look like, or will look like. So This card is not insane. He's not game-breaking or anything, but again, he's solid. He's just a better version of LeBron. If you pull this card, feel free to use him. He's going to be good. We'll talk about Larry Nance in a little bit. I'm sure he's a dog, but we're going to talk about him because he's a free card in a little bit of a different video. We'll skip over to all these free cards. Lamar Odom is buyable from the player market for 315,000 MT, which, again, massive price gouge. It's not going to stop talking about that because it's bad and it shouldn't happen. But that doesn't change the fact that he's one of the best, that he's probably the best card you can buy in the player market right now. I mean, Jalen Green dropping as the first buyable player market card last week was garbage. This card is not. He has 40 hoffs, and he is 6'10" at the 3, and he has everything you need. Not to mention a release that is actually good. Pro 2 Fade, Kyrie Dribble Style, Trey Escape, Curry Slide. This is the best buyable card in the player market, 100%. Near perfect SIGs, although Curry Slide is not quite as good as Jamal Murray or something like that, but at 6'10" at small forward with his player build and his release, and the hot fact he's got hoff handles for days too, with this level of shooting, finishing, and defense. I mean, yeah, this is the best. This is the new best buyable card on the player market, period. If you need a small forward and you have the MT, this Lamar Odom is your new small forward. Pretty much is what I am saying. Not bad, honestly. 2K's done a good job. They did a good job. As far as gambling content goes, this is a good job of it this week because the buyable cards are actually fire. Lamar Odom, Cam Reddish, Darius Miles, Duncan Robinson all have various levels of viability. Lamar and Cam especially are fire. And then the opals, I mean, the dark matters you can get from locking in are good too. 7'3" Big Z with a 7'6" wingspan with 89 speed. Like, that's a 7'3" big with a money release who is going to do everything well. And the thing is, he even has Kemba Escape and an 86 ball handle and speed boosting ability. So he can attack off the dribble as well. Like, at 7'3", he's going to be glitching his way to the rim off the dribble. This card is he better than Wemby? Like, there might be an argument to be made that he is better than dark matter Wemby. Now, he's not going to be better than the 100 overall bigs, Yao and Wemby, but I will say, when you compare him to the dark matter Wembanyama that can play power forward center, I mean, the Wemby's better statistically, right? But not by a significant amount. And I actually think Big Z's release might be better in terms of badges. They're going to be pretty similar. And then Big Z can actually shot create as well, has the Kemba Escape, and has, like I said, a release that I think is probably better. Like, is Wemby probably better than this Big Z card? Is Dikembe Mutombo still a little better than this Big Z? Probably at center, but as a whole, he's one of the best centers in the game. And if you were to get him from locking in, he's an absolute dog. So that's a good card. Now, Ray Allen is obviously the card that you do not want for locking in. If you get this Ray Allen, although they did change his base to Kyle Korver, which does upgrade him a lot. It makes him a lot better. He's got perfect SIGs. He's going to be a dog still. Don't worry. He's not going to suck. But he's not as good as the other cards. While he is still good, he is not as good and as desirable as the other ones. He is only a 6'5" shooting guard. His stats and batters are exceptional, and they changed his base, which is fire. I didn't honestly expect them to change his base. Because they did, though, that definitely does upgrade this card and make him more viable and more good and more desirable, which is something that, again, I'm a big fan of. Like, I got to say, good job. I'm glad they made him better because this makes the worst lock-in less bad. You know what I mean? If you get this Ray Allen now, you're probably not going to be as frustrated because he's got one of the very best bases in the game and he's got perfect SIGs. So he's going to be still an elite level 300 and a very fun card to use. Now, I wish he could play point guard, but shooting guard, he'll still be good. Surround him with height, and Ray Allen will be viable. Cade Cunningham is 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan at point guard. This is going to be, I would assume, the best gambling dark matter point guard right now. Like, I guess it was Lonzo before him probably. Now it's probably Cade, because I know Cade's release is better than Lonzo's. He's 6'7" with, again, pretty much perfect SIGs, Pro 2 Fade. Yeah. This is the best. This card is definitely incredible, and he does not have off movable enforcer, but he's got it on gold. That is good enough, especially at 6'7". Now, he's not Jokic height. He's certainly not point guard Wemby height, but outside of those guys, size-wise, he will be totally fine against everybody else pretty much, and I think as a whole, this Cade Cunningham is probably your best gambling point guard right now, outside of the 100 overalls and freaking Wemby, because obviously Wemby is 7'4". Outside of that, though, Cade Cunningham is going to be absolutely exceptional. This is a really good drop. And then you have a bunch of bronze. All these bronze are the exact same. They're all going to play the same. They all have perfect SIGs. And his own release on very quick still, which is not as good as changing his base. That's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, if you pull one of these bronze, you know what you're getting. You're getting a card with perfect SIGs, bronze release. A better version of his Galaxy Opal from months ago, pretty much. A very, very similar. Basically, you're getting his 100 overall again, pretty much, because the stats are pretty close to 100 overall. Honestly, the badges kind of are too, even though gold handles for days instead of Hoff hurts him a little bit. But as a whole, you're getting basically 100 overall LeBron if you pull the dark matter in terms of what he is going to play like. And if you get a point guard, shooting guard, small forward LeBron, he's going to be absolutely exceptional, which all of them are small forward eligible. So especially point guard, shooting guard, be elite. But again, I'm not going to recommend opening packs. Please don't open packs. Just because it says LeBron. I understand it says LeBron. I understand we love LeBron. Please don't open your packs. 100 overall Jimmy Butler can play point guard. I think that's kind of funny. This card's probably a dog. His release is still his own release, which is not the best, but he's got perfect SIGs, Pro 2 fade, and 100 overall stats and badges. Like, this is a funny card. And he's a very good card. Of course, one of the best point guards in the game. His release could be better, even on very quick, but as a whole, he's one of the best point guards in the game because of his size and being 100 overall. Now, I will say Cade's probably better. Even though Jimmy's 100 overall, Cade is probably the better card. Then you got AD. He's obviously a dog as well, even if he is a little small at 6'10". His release also could be a little bit better. That's the other critique with AD. Now, as a whole, SIGs are great. Pro 2 fade, one of the best power forwards in the game without a doubt. That being said, there's a lot of good 6'10" power forwards. So, while he's very, very good, I don't think he's game-breaking by any means either. Then you have 100 overall LeBron, who still has the bronze release. This card is literally the same small forward, power forward as the base Dark Matter LeBron they dropped today. In terms of the way these cards will play, you're not going to notice a difference. I promise this 81 stats, like most of it is free throw. And just like 1 here, 2 here, 4 here, 5 here. The intangibles and shot IQ don't count towards it. But as a whole, I just think, I don't know. I don't think it's even really all that. They're basically the same card, and they're basically going to do the same thing. The only main difference would be that there's Hoff handles for days on this one and not Hoff on the other one, because as a whole, do I really care that much about Hoff Challenger and off-ball best and pogo stick and a few +1, +2, +3 stats? Like, no. They're going to play the exact same. 100 overall LeBron is obviously great, but he's no different than his regular 100 overall that already came out that is point guard eligible. So therefore, he is worse than that. So that card is actually not that insane. I mean, I'd rather pull point guard or shooting guard Bron personally than pull 100 overall LeBron if I open packs with MT. Although I don't even think I have enough MT this week to open up a $10. So I probably won't be doing that. Regardless, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan on GOAT LeBron, of course. Does GOAT Bron have Patty Mills base? He has Terrence Mann base. All right, well, I mean, it's not a shock. The only card that gets a changed release for like the 3rd week in a row is the GOAT card. Actually, I think the 4th week in a row is the GOAT card. LeBron gets Terrence Mann base, still has the same perfect SIGs and the same stats and badges, basically, in terms of what he's going to play like compared to his regular Dark Matter outside of Hoff handles for days, of course. That's the only one you'll really notice a difference on, I think. And the release is very good, of course, and he's point guard eligible. Like, this Bron is insane, but again, he's exceedingly rare, just like GOAT Wemby, just like GOAT, all the GOAT cards, honestly. Now, he is the 2nd best of the GOAT cards after Wemby. I'd say he's better than GOAT Shaq, better than GOAT Bird, and better than GOAT MJ for sure, but I still don't think he's a game-breakingly insane card or anything at this point, and he is also going to be exceedingly rare. Certainly not a card worth gambling for whatsoever. This is a great drop today, and I like that a lot of the buyable cards are very viable. I think this would be a great drop if you have the MT to lock in the set with MT, and if you pull any of these cards with MT or anything like that, that is obviously awesome. But as always, I'm going to actively encourage y'all to try not to spend your money on this game, please. You will not regret it, because I promise y'all, this game ends in about 2 months. Nobody's going to be playing it in 2 months. There's not going to be any new content in 2 months. Save your money. Don't give it to this gambling, blood-sucking, greedy company. I mean, trust me on that. Y'all will not regret it if you do that. Regardless, good drop today, yes. Fun drop today, yeah. Unobtainable drop still with the top tier cards, yes, unfortunately. That is do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.